today a delicious roast cauliflower and garlic soup. Let's do it. The first step for this incredible and hearty soup, we want to turn on the oven and preheat to 180 degrees. While the oven heats, we want to prepare some garlic. For 2 average cauliflowers, we're going to want anywhere between 5 and 7 cloves. Leave the skins on, but just nip off the top of the garlic cloves. Stick your garlic to one side, and next, the star of the show, the cauliflower. So we want a couple of average sized cauliflowers, and you want to start by removing the leaves. Once you've done that, chop the cauli in half and just break off the core at the bottom and discard. And very simply, just chop your way through your cauliflower into chunks. You don't have to be very precise about this. So dice up both your cauliflowers, and then you just want to stick that into a bowl, pop it to one side, and we're going to need a roasting tray. Chuck your cauliflower into the roasting tray, throw in your garlic cloves, and give everything a good drizzle in some olive oil. Next, you want to season with some salt and be quite generous with your freshly ground black pepper. Get in there with your hands and give everything a good mix, coating the cauliflower in the oil and the seasoning. And then you want to pop your cauliflower into the oven, and we're going to need to bake for about 40 minutes or so, just until the cauliflower is nice and soft and you've got a really nice bit of dark charring on there. This is where the flavour comes from for this soup. While your cauliflower roasts, we're going to prepare some onion. So take a couple of onions, chop them in half and remove the skins, and you want to quite simply dice up the onion fairly fine. But we are going to blend the soup, so you don't have to be too precise about it. Stick your diced onion into a bowl, and once the cauliflower is about 10 to 15 minutes away from being done, you want to take a Dutch oven or a saucepan, pop that onto a medium heat, add a good splash of olive oil, and then chuck in your onion. Soon as the onion hits the pan, get in there with some seasoning, some salt and freshly ground black pepper, and we want to start by sweating down the onion. We don't really want any colour, we just want it to be nice, soft and sweet and translucent. So this will take about 10 minutes or so, and then we want butter. Give them a stir, and at this point we want to get the cauliflower out of the oven, and the first step is to dig out all of those bits of roast garlic and squeeze them out of the peel into the pan. Once we've got our roast garlic in the pan with the onions, you want to give that a really good mixing up, and then you want to chuck in the roast cauliflower. As soon as the cauliflower is in, give it a really quick mix, and then you want to pour in some stock. You can use chicken or vegetable stock, it is up to you, and you want to start by pouring in enough to just about cover the cauliflower. This can be adjusted later. As soon as your stock is in, get in there with a blender, and you want to blend everything up until it's fairly nice and smooth. At this point, you want to adjust with some water or some stock. We don't want the soup to be too thick and gloopy. Also go in there with another few knobs of butter, give it another good blending up just to get the consistency you're looking for. We want the soup thick but not too thick. And then you want to give the soup a taste and adjust the seasoning with some more salt and black pepper. Blend everything again, check the consistency, and the next ingredient to go in is some lovely cream. Pour in a good glug of your cream, and then get back in there with your blender and blend away until everything is really nice and silky and smooth. Once you're done, you're happy with the seasoning and the consistency is on point, we're ready to go. There's only one way to serve this soup, and that's with some lovely good bread. So take a loaf of bread, cut off a nice few thick slices, and then you want to pour some of your soup out into a bowl, and all that's left to do is to get stuck in. So give it a try, and I'll see you next time.